You know what I'm saying? Now we got another episode of Introvert Talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Mark. All right, so we'll go ahead and start off with the first question. Why do you think introverts have a small circle naturally?
Well, I feel like a lot of people are really not introverted, and I feel like with my experience with life through observation, I felt I found the formula, I found the cook-up, I found the recipe, and I feel like the recipe is for young men, especially Gen Z. It's going to be hard, but at the end of the day, me being an older guy, I'm here to lead and I'm here to show Gen Z the key to life is being a rich introvert, because once you are a rich introvert, you realize being an introvert can save your life. Now it's crazy. The quarterback from the Texas, Houston, Texas, I think, is a professional football team. This guy is getting hit with a sexual assault case. Now, if he was an introvert, he will realize everything comes to you as an introvert, and everybody who comes to you, it's usually through business. It's no new faces. It's no outside faces. Now, in my heart, I might be wrong, but I feel this guy's innocent. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you're out there in the storm, when you're out there in the public, when you're out there in the community, you can get mixed up with anything. They just had a mass shooting at the grocery store. Think about the people who died going to the grocery store. You feel me? But they now have solutions. They have Instacart where you can have people go and shop and bring your groceries. Listen, getting money, getting your resources up, it's a key. And once you get your money up, listen, I know this might sound nice. It might not sound proper, but you got to live like a cartel. You got to just have everything come to you. Cartel guys, they don't really leave the house. Everything comes to them, and that's how you have to leave. But now we have DoorDash, we have Grubhub, we have Instacart, we pretty much have Tinder. We have all these apps where the action could come to you. And I feel like that's the best way to play it as an introvert, and vet the people you meet. It's so important to vet the people you meet, vet them out, sniff them out, just like a canine dog, and understand that as a man, especially when you have money, you're a higher target to be set up. You feel me? You have a lot to lose. So I feel like when you're an introvert and you're rich, you really don't have a choice but to be by yourself.
That's interesting. That's interesting that you say that. That's very interesting that you say that. As an introvert, do you think we may be viewed as narcissistics for actually valuing our time and, you know what I'm saying, putting our time to more important things than things that are always outside of us?
Well, I feel like that's a great question. That's an excellent question, but I have the solution for that question, and I'm going to hit that question head on. And I'm going to tell you, as an introvert, you don't care about what people think. You don't care about validation. It's going to take a while, but once you break away free, professional running back, and you straight hit validation with the stiff arm and you take away, it doesn't matter how people view you, because the people, if they view you as a narcissist, are they putting money in your pocket? It's the same with YouTube. A lot of people leave comments, but these people are not in my Patreon. These people never supported. So at the end of the day, how people view introverts, and listen, I feel the new wave is a self-made introvert, meaning people are not really introvert, but they became introverts for safety. And I feel like the best way for safety is don't worry about what the masses think. You can never please, excuse my language, a shitty human. And I just feel like they have a lot of shit that comes with them, and they're going to try to pull you in their storm, in their whirlwind, and you just have to break away and do your own thing. So as an introvert, you can't really care about how people view you in general, because if you care 1% how people view you, you're still in their bondage. At the end of the day, I eat curry chicken, I do my thing, and at the end of the day, somebody got a problem with how I live. I don't give a damn. Long as my curry chicken got extra gravy, I'm ready. It is what it is.
Okay, I feel you on that. Can an introvert produce more income financially than an extrovert who's always, you know what I'm saying, going out and having parties and stuff, spending their money on and things that are not of value?
It depends who the extrovert is, but I feel like one thing the introvert has the advantage over the extrovert is the fact that he will be able to save money and hold on to his money longer because he doesn't have friends. Like me, listen, I just moved to a new city and I have 0 friends, and it's okay. You feel me? For some people, they might be like, Mr. Keep It Simple. This is sad, but it's all about perception. It's how you view it. And I don't have friends, and I'm happy that I don't have friends. I have business associates, aka AAA. If my car break down, they'll come and tow me out. I have Geico insurance, so those are my friends. Geico is my friend. That's the life that I'm living. Geico insurance.
I feel that.
Friend.
I feel that. That Geico works very well. Let me see here. What is the main difference between an introvert and an extrovert for those people who may not know?
Well, I feel like it depends how you view it, because I used to be an extrovert. I used to go to the party. I had a crew of people back when I was in college. I feel like everybody starts off as an extrovert. I feel like people who are really introverts are people who know their destination from young. Like guys who are really like, society tend to call them geeks. I don't like that word. They tend to call them nerds. I don't like that word because that's like putting a label on somebody. But for guys who they want to be from young, like if somebody want to be an astronaut, if somebody wants to be an engineer or a computer science major for young, I feel like these guys, they already know the direction that they're going. So they were introverts naturally. But the introvert that I speak of today is the new updated 2.0 updated version of an introvert. And that's the guy who wants to stay alive forever. So he's not sharing his business. He's not telling people what he's eating. He's not telling people what he's doing. If he's getting money, he's not flashing it. He's not showing receipts. So I feel like pretty much, listen, I just traveled the world. I created a new vision of the perfect world. And I believe in the perfect world. And I believe the best way that guys can live in the perfect world is if we all be honest with ourselves and we all get what we want out of life. And I feel like when you're an extrovert and you tell your friends your goals, you tell your friends your plans, they might laugh at you. But if you're an introvert and you dream big and you think big and you plot big and you scheme big and you wake up every day and you go attack it, you're going to live the best life ever. So that's why I speak so much on an introvert life, because an introvert that is, how do I say, a modern day introvert in the perfect world, I will believe is a guy who wakes up every day, he plots, he schemes, and he manifests what he wants on the low without telling friends or family. Because if you tell friends or family, they're going to see you as a guy that they've seen from the past. That's why friends and family never really be supportive. It's not that they don't like you, it's just that they know you. So if you got the brand new cook up, listen, they're like, we already tasted your recipe. How good can your recipe get? So it's nothing personal, but I just feel like when you really planning, scheming, and plotting, you have to do it by yourself. Because if you tell somebody, yo, I'm gonna pull up in a Ferrari, or if you tell somebody I'm gonna get a Maserati, and right now you don't get a car, they're gonna fall out laughing to the point they might shit on themselves.
Okay. I never thought about it. I actually never thought about it like that. I never thought about it like that. Why is it, no, that's not the question I wanted to ask. When it comes to being an introvert, why do people think that why do people think that we hate them for some reason?
Well, I feel like the updated introvert that I speak of is you tend to catch patterns. And when you tend to catch patterns, you tend to see that humans kind of run off a program. They're kind of robotic. So once you realize that the masses, I have a phrase and it's called, you know how the masses do it. So once you realize how the masses do it, you're going to stay away from them. So if they think you hate them, let them think what they want to think. And that ties back into validation. But it's not that you hate them. It's just that you know that they're going to mess up the show. Listen, the masses are programmed. For instance, if you have a favorite basketball player, and I say, forget him, he sucks. Guns are loaded, fist fights, people are shot, just because I said your favorite basketball players suck. The masses are deadly. They move on a program where they believe certain things and they believe wholeheartedly. And if you go against that, now it becomes a problem. Like if you believe in a political view and I say, no, I believe in Donald Trump. Did you realize there was a black guy who got shot and he got killed because he had an I support Trump shirt? Like this is the masses, and this is why I will continue to keep speaking my message, and I'll continue to keep pushing what I believe. But I believe that you need to stay away from the masses because the masses are deadly. And I'm going to talk about this on Patreon tonight. But the deadliest people are thugs, because thugs are the biggest simps. They will bust guns in the street, but when they go home to close doors, they will surrender all their power over to the V-Box. And I just feel like they are the deadliest people in society, but they are a part of the masses. The masses act out in a certain program. And the thing about semen retention is when you practice semen retention, you step back and you look at life objectively and you realize a lot of people are not thinking for themselves, they're not moving for themselves, they're not active for themselves. So if we look at people as we don't like them, it's not that we don't like them, we just don't like how robotic they are.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. When it comes to being an introvert, it's important. Why is it important to avoid small talk? Ooh, sorry about that.
Well, we have to manifest things. You know, you only have a certain amount of time, but if you want to have small talk, or if you know, as introverts, sometimes, you know, we can enjoy a good conversation at the coffee shop or wherever. So it depends on how you feel. But as an introvert, the whole goal is this. Once you realize that everybody is pretty much bred and they act as sheep, and it took me 34 years to realize if one sheep jumps off a cliff, they're all going to jump off a cliff. I didn't know that. So it goes to make sense. The blind leads the blind. So once you realize that everybody is acting out on the same type of time, the matrix is really in your favor. A lot of people really don't talk about this, but I look at the matrix as the matrix can be manipulated. You could be broke today. You could have holes in your socks, but then you can hit the lotto. You can pull up in a Maserati. You can pull up in a suit and everybody gonna say, damn, you high value. So at the end of the day, the matrix is not real. If you get resources, everything can work in your favor. The same girl will say, no, your armpit's musty. You cannot take a shower for a week and pull up in the Lamborghini. And she could be like, you know what? My last boyfriend, his armpits was musty. I think I'm gonna hang out with you. So it's scripted. It's all scripted. Listen, people don't realize everybody is programmed to believe a certain type of thing. So for instance, if you right now was Louis down to head to toe,
right,
and I'm Louis down for head to toe, they gonna say, damn, them dudes on. But meanwhile, we could be credit card scammers. But do you see how the matrix work? People don't know what's real. They don't know what's fake. And that's the beauty of semen retention. We see what's real. We see what's fake. And I will say 99.9.9.9.9.9% of what you see in reality, it's all scripted and it's all fake. So at the end of the day, that's depressing. The only thing that could change the depression is when you realize, okay, God gave me the ability to love and he gave me the ability to create, and I'm going to use my time, my thoughts, and I'm going to create the life that I want to live. And that's the only way to really enjoy this life.
Okay. That's a very good answer. That is a very good answer. I think those are all the questions that I have for today. Do you have anything you want to say?
Man, tell everybody remain strong and remain solid, because I seen a girl yesterday. I call it a BPB. She had a breaking point booty. So with that being said, I almost crumble like a cookie. I almost folded like a president. I remain solid. So if I remain solid, I just want to tell the whole world, practice semen retention, stay strong, remain solid. And if you see a BPB, a breaking point booty, remain strong.
Okay. All right. That's all for today. King Prodigy, you already know who I am. You ain't got to ask who I was. Hey, man, we finna do this jump next week. Let's get into it. Peace out.
Alrighty.